ready to match the stars. Marvin Hamlisch, Brett Summer, Charles Nelson Reilly, Isabel Sanford, Richard Dawson, thank you, and Betty White. As we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rivers.
Thank you. What's wrong?
Just turn around.
Yes.
How can you be so chic and have this out? Excuse me.
Where can you get a tie like that for $7.50?
You made me very happy.
Thank you. All right. My dresser will hear about that. Are you all quite ready, as I obviously was not? All right. My tie was hanging out. Let's say hello to our champ here, Chip Keys. What are you doing, Chip? Sit down there. If you stand up, your face is in the dark. We want your face in the light here. Chip won a game just as we were finishing up last time. He's got his $100, and now he's going to try for over $5,000, and we're going to see if he collects any part of that right after we see about this message for you. We're ready. Here's Chip Keys. You ready, Chip?
I'm ready.
Here it is, the big board up here. Chip, we polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Ta-da-da, blank port. Now, the answer that studio audience gave most often is worth $500 to you, if you match it, of course. Now, if you match the next one, you get $250, and the third one gets you $100. Now, whom do you call on here for a little assist?
Oh, Richard.
Airport.
Airport. There's one.
Betty.
Betty, we got one.
Carport.
Carport. All right, there's two.
And Charles.
Where my rich family comes from Westport.
Westport. Westport, carport, and airport. Now, do you want one of those?
Oh, I think I'll go with airport.
Airport is what he wants. I guess they agree with you out there, Chip. We'll find out if airport is up there, and if so, where. Let's begin down at the bottom, as we usually do, and reveal a $100 response. Seaport. Well, you're on the right track for an airport there. Let's see if the airport is under the $250 response. Newport. I thought that's where you're...
That's where my mother and father and governess lived before we moved to Westport.
I say... Last chance for airport. Here's the $500 number. Okay. Now you got $600. So now, the most important thing now, Chip, is that you got the $500, but that means you got to play for 10 times that amount, or $5,000. Now, to collect, you got to match one of the dinglings head-to-head here, and this has to be an exact match. Yeah. Time to choose one.
I'll stay with Richard.
Okay. He's going to stay with Richard. You face me, if you would, please, sir. And I will get the $5,000 question here. Now, both of you get your ESP going. Here it is. Dental blank. That's D-E-N-T-A-L. Dental blank. All right, Richard's finished. Now, let's see how his ESP matches yours, if it does indeed. What do you say to that? Dental blank, to match him.
Dental floss?
Dental floss. Okay. He says dental floss. We'll match it, Richard, for $5,000. What do you say to that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just had a lot of dental work done, and so I said floss.
Chip Keys with $5,600. What's that?
I don't believe it.
Well, you better believe it, because the money will come to you. It takes 2 or 3 years to collect, but you'll get the money eventually.
Oh, wait.
It happens in about 2 or 3 weeks. Now, Chip, you ready to play another game?
Yeah.
All right, let's welcome your new competitor now. Here comes Patty Anselmi. Hello, Patty. Okay, Chip and stop. You can climb aboard. I guess you two know each other. And we welcome Patty Anselmi, excuse me, when we ask her to tell us the story of her life.
Well, I'm single, and I'm originally a native of Southern California, and I'm now living in Washington.
In Washington?
State of Washington.
In the state of Washington.
Yes.
And you're visiting here, are you?
Yes.
Well, we're happy to have you here in this studio, Patty. Wish you the best of luck. Old Chip here's had a lot of good luck already, and let's start another game and ask you to make your selection. Do you want A or B?
A, please.
A it is. A for Anselmi, she says, I suppose. All right. All the tourists at Mount Rushmore are amazed because right next to the bust of George Washington, they've added the bust of blank.
Right next to the bust of
George Washington, they've added the bust.
have I got an answer for that?
This is at Mount Rushmore.
I've got
Right
the
next
best
to the-
answer. Oh, I just
Well,
love
that's
my
the winning.
answer so much.
Are you all right?
That's when they make on the mountain the faces?
That's right, where they carved them
finished.
right out of Gutzon Borglum, carved them right out of the granite at Mount Rushmore there.
Just, I love my answer so much.
was the name of the architect. He stood up there on that ladder, pounding that rock and mountain. Oh, it was just dreadful through wind and...
And there's one of the chips.
That's right. There's that $5,000 souvenir card. Richard autographed it for you. Here we go, Patty. All the tourists at Mount Rushmore are amazed. Right next to the bust of George Washington, they've added the bust of...
Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon.
Richard
I tell you, that would
Nixon.
amaze the heck out of me. So, what do you say,
And then
Marvin?
they put a bag over it.
Now,
Well, I like all those people, you know, with the presidents and all that.
Yes.
But I thought it would be nice to have a little extra, so I thought Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch.
Would have been nice.
oh, that would have been neat. Yes.
Sweet.
That would have been a splendid idea.
That would be something extra.
Yes, indeed it would. Now you, my dear.
I still love my answer in spite of everything. This is a little play on words.
Yes.
And don't get upset, huh?
Don't get upset.
Not them, this person. I said they were going to do a bust of Fanny Flagg.
Or vice versa.
Now, Fanny, don't be hateful.
Here we go, Charles.
And that would be something extra.
Yes, indeed it would. Yeah.
I figured if it didn't work the first time, I might as well try it again. I said something rather sweet.
Yes.
Yule Gibbons.
Yule Gibbons. A bust of Yule Gibbons. Yes. Now, here we come, Isabel. All the tourists at Mount Rushmore are amazed because right next to the bust of George Washington, they added the bust of Richard Nixon, according to Patty. What do you say?
I say
Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch.
That's right. You can just put that in the slot down there. All
That
right.
would be something extra.
Yes.
Yeah, Patty, see, I think the play on words was bust.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Have you ever seen Nixon in the bathing house? Nothing.
Nothing.
I said Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch. And a gal as well endowed as Patty is. I'm surprised she didn't say that. What do you say there?
Well, there are those who thought Richard Nixon was a bust. You know, I remember I said
Okay. You stand by, Chip. We've got something for you, but not right now. Right now, we have this for you. Here we go. Now, Chip, it's all yours. Ready? Patty got none on hers. Let's see how you do with yours. The king said, "This is the royal wizard works miracles. With just a few strokes of his magic wand, he made the queen blank."
Darling, you're going to have to do that again for me,
See, the king is
sweetheart.
speaking. He said,
Yes.
the
The
royal...
king is speaking.
The king is speaking. He says, you know, the royal wizard works miracles. With just a few strokes of his magic wand, he made the queen blank. There are
The
two
king.
The
The
king
king.
sing. The royal wizard works miracles. With just a few strokes of his magic wand, he made the queen blank. Did you go beyond the 3rd grade?
Wait a minute. No, that's right. I was 8 when I left. That's the 3rd grade. The king said that the magic...
King said, the royal wizard works miracles. With just a few strokes of his magic wand, he made the queen blank.
Honey, I've got the answer. It takes me time, that's all.
Boy, it
I went
sure
to a
does.
progressive
She's a little
school
slow.
where they ask you to think it through.
She's over 29, you know.
Really?
Yes, she
That's
is.
a lie.
All right, Chip. The king said, The royal wizard works miracles with just a few strokes of his magic wand. He made the queen...
Disappear.
disappear. Yeah, he got the idea. He gave us one of those answers.
Good news and bad.
That's right.
I think it's a heck of a good answer, because I wrote disappear.
Oh, look at that.
And I made a little thing where it was like, that's it. Later on, I'm going to do things where, like, you'll see it in musical notes and everything.
Oh, terrific.
Okay?
Yes, yes.
You have something to look forward to. Like,
Indeed.
right.
We can hardly wait. Brett?
Let's audition for Marvin later.
Okay.
Maybe he'll write something snappy for our
Terrific.
act. Well, I thought that there was one definitive answer, and I have it.
Right.
With a few strokes of his magic wand, he made her pregnant.
That's one definitive answer. Disappear and pregnant. We've had the two definitive answers. Charles?
Anyone can be pregnant, but a queen, you say it a different way.
It's almost impossible.
You say with air.
With air. Yeah.
Or gas, if you will.
It might have been gas. Who knows? All right, now we come to Miss Isabel here from the Jeffersons. What do you say, honey?
I went completely the other way. A commoner.
Oh,
Made the queen a commoner. That's very interesting. Very high-class answer.
A very good wizard.
What do you say, Richard, about the queen and all that?
The correct answer, of course, in English, with child.
With child is the way we say it over there, of course, yes. That seems to have been the answer, Chip. Now, Miss Betty, do you have the definitive answer, or one of them?
One of them. I was looking for disappear, but I couldn't see it. I was so upset about the no blue border on my card that I said pregnant. I do not have a blue border on my
do not
card,
have
as
a
everyone
blue
else
border.
has. You
You
see, everyone
don't.
else has a blue border.
Heavens to Betsy. What is this show coming to? Such a high-budget show, too. So at the end of round one, it's 1-0. Patty, round two coming up. We ask you to make a selection.
A, please.
A it is. Here we go. Everybody plays again. The patient said, he said, that eye doctor is weird. I'll tell you how weird he is. He's got the eye chart tattooed on his blank. That's how weird he is. Got the eye chart tattooed on his blank. Very good.
Oh.
Good. All right. Good. Okay. Ready down here? Are we ready over there? Now, Patty Anselmi. The patient said, that eye doctor is weird. He's got the eye chart tattooed on his...
Forehead.
Forehead. She said he's got it tattooed on his forehead. What do you say, Marvin?
I say stomach.
Stomach. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Yeah, anybody could do it on his forehead, but on the stomach it would be tough. Brett, what do you say?
Tough blankety blank Marie. I said he had it tattooed on his little chest.
Chest is good. Stomach and chest are good. Charles?
Again, was a popular favorite.
Right, indeed.
I was going to say he should have tattooed on the ceiling over his bed. Would be interesting for taking the test, but I said chest.
You said chest.
Nothing.
Patty's looking for forehead. Let's see if we get a forehead out of this bunch down here. Isabel.
I was going to say forehead, but I said chest.
Uh-oh. We're looking for a forehead, Richard.
I don't know. Busts and chests seem to be your undoing, Patty.
Yeah.
Chest, one of those things.
You gotta match Betty White to stay in the game, Patty. Betty.
Gene,
Betty.
I have two choices, you see. I go either for the correct answer or the popular answer. In this case, I went for the popular answer.
The chest. All right.
Chest.
That means Chip wins another game. Congratulations once again. Now you stay right there. I'll get back to you in a moment or so, but right now we got to say goodbye to Patty. It was a short meeting, but a very pleasurable one for us, Patty.
Thank you very much. I love it.
And good luck to Patty Anselmi. We've got gifts for you, which will come your way soon.
Thank
Patty
you.
Anselmi, and while she's spinning off, I've spin this commercial for you. All right. Ready? Chip Key's up here for his second time. Now he's got $5,700. And he's going to try for over 5,000 once again. Are you ready, Chip?
I am ready.
You feel like a veteran?
Oh, yeah. Well, sure.
He's pretty casual about the whole thing. All right, here we go, Chip. We polled a recent studio audience, Chip, and we got their best response to this. Blank wish. Now remember, the answer that group gave most often is worth $500, but you've got to match it. And, all right, wake up there. Light up the light and hear your dinger. Do it. Ding. That's right. Ding when I say ding, darn it. If you don't ding when I say ding, then the whole thing goes down the drain. Let's see, and if you match the middle one, you get $250, and the bottom one gets you $100. Now, whom do you call on?
Oh, Richard.
Make a wish.
Make a wish.
Marvin?
Marvin, what do you say to this?
Death wish.
Death wish.
Betty.
I wish I could get one for you. I wish.
I wish. So those are the three now.
That I wash. I get those mixed up.
I wish, make a wish, and death wish. Now think them over, choose one, or give us one of your own. What is your wish?
Well, I thought of make a wish. I think I'll stay with that.
Make a wish? One that Richie gave you. That's what we want, right? We want make a wish. Let's find out where it is, and if it's up there at all, as a matter of fact. May we see the $100 response? Birthday wish.
Oh, that's not a bad one, is it?
You can't do that. Costs us $240.
No, it's public domain, I know.
Is it public domain?
No
kidding. Not anymore. No, it isn't.
Uh-oh. Take it away. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll just deduct it from your salary.
I just wrote
Marvin.
that.
Right.
I didn't recognize
Oh, you
that
know,
tune.
also no lyrics, so it's all right.
Oh.
All right, let's see. That's enough. Cut it out then. Make a wish. Let's find out if it's under the $250 response. Death wish. There's Marvin's answer. All right. The audience applauded that when he said that. Last chance for Make a Wish. Here's the $500 number. Go! Congratulations. Oh, boy, Chip, you got $6,200. He now has $6,200. What'd you say?
That's more than I made last year.
It is, really. All right. Well, freelance writing, that's a tough profession, isn't it? But you just keep on. This will give you a little playing around money so you can, just sit at home and bang away at the typewriter. Now, you got the $500, means you're going to play for 10 times that amount now, or $5,000. Now, in order to collect, remember, you got to match one of them. Which one will it be?
Oh, Mr. Dawson. Richard.
Mr. Richard Dawson. Okay, face me again if you would, please. Now we're going to see how your ESP is. It worked last time. Will it work this time? Is there electricity between these two gentlemen? Here it is. Blank policy. P-O-L-I-C-Y. Blank policy. Now he's finished. Chip, what answer do you want to give us which you think will match his exactly and get you another $5,000? Blank policy.
Well, being from Hartford originally, I'd have to say insurance.
Yeah. There are a lot of big insurance companies in Hartford, aren't there? Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to find out right now if the ESP worked for the second time. He says that'll match you for $5,000. Richard.
Take out insurance.
It is phenomenal. You know what Isabel Sanford just said? She says, for one day's work, that ain't bad. $11,200. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel fantastic.
And boy, here comes your new opponent. Let's welcome Farnisha Boswell. Okay, good stuff. Farnisha, you know Chip?
Yes, I do.
Well, we welcome you.
Hello.
And ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a married woman.
You're a married woman?
I have a beautiful little 8-month-old boy.
Yeah?
And I have a 2.5-year-old daughter named Casman.
Name what?
Casman Janae Boswell.
Casman. Isn't
Yes.
that an unusual and a very pretty-sounding name?
My husband's a movie buff, and he sort of put in between Yasmin and Jasmine.
I see. Well, it's very original. Okay, we wish you the best of luck. We can't start at this instant. What we have to do is do a little business with America, and then we'll get back to you, too. So you pay attention to this now, if you would, please, and we thank you. Relax. All right, just cool it. Relax completely until next time, because we've run out of time. We'll look forward to seeing both of you next time. You were all splendid.
Thank
Is there
you.
something I can do for any of you before we go? No?
No, no.
Remind America to watch the Jeffersons.
Or remind America to watch the Jeffersons.
Watch the Jefferson.
All right.
Now you can say goodbye.
Time to say goodbye. Team Radio, Game 76. Goodbye.